Hi, hopefully this is working. Okay, it is. I'm pretty sure. This should be working correctly. It is. Let's go. I did something. Can you hear me though? That's the question. Quality 720p.
Hi, hopefully this is working.
Okay, it is working. Good. So let me mute myself. Shut up. Okay. Let's go here. Press that. Okay. So, I'm gonna take like a minute just see if anyone shows up. Sit here awkwardly, and if no one shows up, well, then I'll just start talking. So yeah, I'm doing a talking stream today, as you can tell by the title. I'm just talking about the Bengals. Got stuff to talk about. Yeah. If anyone cares about my opinion on it, ask me any Bengals questions you want. Go right ahead. Thought it'd be a cool thing to do, seeing that, you know, I might be a Bengals fan. It's not known yet. Okay. So, we're starting off good. There's currently nobody here. So, still talking to myself. Cool. Oh no, there is a human here. Ha, good. Okay. So, might as well just do it now so I don't lose that one viewer. Okay. So, let's just talk about the Bengals versus the Rams in the Super Bowl. Obviously, I'm rooting for the Bengals. But the Rams are a pretty good matchup. You got Aaron Donald, Matt Stafford. Where's it, Robert? Is Robert Woods good? Wait, is he still injured? I don't know. They're going to be a heck of a matchup. Mixon and Aaron Donald, that's going to be a hard run game to get started. Mixon's already been slow in the playoffs so far. As soon as the playoffs started, either they stopped using him or he just, I don't know, he hasn't been able to find those gaps. And of course, being up against Aaron Donald and Von Miller isn't going to help finding those gaps. I know I'm saying a lot. I don't know what to do. We got, on the defense side of things, we have Mike Hilton, Eli Apple, Jesse Bates. Hopefully, they can block a lot of Matt Stafford's attempts. But Kupp is going to be insanely hard to block. So, Cooper Kupp most likely going to win Offensive Player of the Year. So that's fun. That's a fun matchup to be against. He's also could be an MVP. I don't know what they're gonna do. We've been able to stop playmakers like Hill, like Tyreek Hill, Hunter Renfrow, and sort of stop AJ Brown. Also, I don't know who their starting running back is going to be. Is it going to be Sony Michel? Is it going to be that other guy? I don't remember. But I think with Trey Hendrickson, Sam Hubbard, we should be able to, I say we, but they don't know who I am. It's a football thing. We should be able to stop him. Sony isn't the best player on the face of the planet, but he's definitely no one to forget about, because we've been able to see him do some crazy things before. I don't remember if Cam Akers, that's his name, Cam Akers. He's pretty good as well when he's not fumbling the ball, which hopefully he'll do a lot if they give it to him. Burrow, Chase, a lot of the people on our team came from success in college and high school, which is good. I mean, if it comes down to a game-winning field goal, we win. McPherson is a beast. There's no chance he misses. Unless it's against Green Bay. Burrow, unlike a lot of people, he doesn't crumble under stress. It doesn't get to him. He can just be out there and be as calm as ever. he could be as calm as the seas on a stormy day. Nothing would affect him. You got Aaron Donald, Von Miller, and Jalen Ramsey charging at him at once, about to break all his bones, and he would still throw the ball 50 yards to Chase and not care. Like, now the Chase-Ramsey matchup, that's going to be an interesting one. We saw what happened a couple years back with Ramsey and AJ. Again, two amazing players. And now it's happening again with two of the best players in the league right now. It's definitely gonna... I don't think it's gonna be anything like the Broncos game was, allowing him to one catch. But it's definitely not gonna be easy to throw to him. But another thing is, Chase could block. He could be good blocking. He could block Ramsey. If it's a short pass to Uzomah, hopefully Uzomah's playing, because we need him. Drew Sample is insanely good, but we need Uzomah so we can... My brain just went empty. We need Uzomah just so we can have those playmakers. It's like, if you throw it to him in the slot, he can take another 10 yards, dragging people with him. So, yes, that's the point of a tight end, but if he can do it good, it's good. That was very deep, I know. Hopefully our O-line doesn't turn into what happens in the Titans playoff game. Like, that was just sad. That might not be the right word, but seeing Burrow just get demolished, it was not pretty. Granted, the Titans have probably number 1 or number 2 defense in the league, so they were able to make those plays, but the Rams are definitely up there. I don't know. Just as long as Burrow doesn't get injured again, it's nothing against him. It's just against if he gets hurt or sacked or anything, it's the O-line's fault. Like, it's their job to protect him. Granted, he could run and not slide and get hurt, but most of the time he's smart when it comes to running, so he should be able to make smart plays. Now, Higgins and Boyd, he has suffered through the Bengals tragedy. From 2-14 to 4-11-1 to I forget how. I think this is his 4th year. I don't judge me on that. I don't know for sure, but trust, Boyd deserves it. He has done so much for that offense. It's insane. Now, Sean McVay, the Rams coach, his style has changed a little bit over the past couple years, but our coach, Zach Taylor, he was actually the offensive coach when last time the Rams went to the Super Bowl, which I think it might play a part of Zach Taylor knowing a little bit of what's in McVay's head, but I don't know if it'll do too much. This is not going to be an easy game for either team. It's not going to be a blowout. It's either going to be a low-score game and end like under 20 points, or it's going to be something like the Bills-Chiefs game, where it's just touchdown, 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 back and forth, back and forth. I'm hoping it's more touchdown, because obviously from a fan's perspective, that's more entertaining. But I don't know. Talking is hard. I feel like we definitely have a good chance. We have a solid chance against the Rams. But the Rams 13-4, like that's an insanely good season. You know you're going up against a good team when it's a team that knocked out Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski, Mike Evans. When you knocked out the Buccaneers this season, that's how you know you're up against a good team. Like, they lost twice in the regular season to the Niners, and then were able to win against them. the Cardinals that I think any team, even the Raiders could have beat them. Even the Eagles at that, they could have taken out the Cardinals. Cardinals start off their season insane, but then the Cliff Kingsbury curse happened and they just collapsed halfway through the season and it just all went to crap. The Rams have definitely proved they should be here, they beat Brady in the regular season and the playoffs. They do deserve the spot for this year. Like, I feel like if the Rams don't win, or if they don't win this year, that might be their last chance for a while. Because they went all in, trading all their draft picks. They're so close together on capital and money. A lot of people who could leave, I don't know how many of them will, because they want to stay. But still, it is not going to be a pretty offseason for them. Either way, honestly. But this is a year they have to win. But I'm saying all this about them having to win, but I honestly hope they lose because Bengals. But I don't know. I know I've said this like 22 times already, but it's going to be a really close match. Okay, what about Bengals news? Oh, actually, hold on. Before I get to Gronk, will there be any Rams fans there? Like, I don't think... I honestly don't know. I'd love to say the Bengals fans... Hold on, who's this person in the chat? Hold on. They're speaking heresy. Hold on. Time them out. Okay. Will there be Rams fans there? I honestly... It's going to be all the celebrities. Like, the Super Bowl's in LA. It's really just going to be, like... The Super Bowl tickets are insanely expensive. Like, it's $5,000 some for nosebleeds. Like, you could pay rent for a couple months in Cincinnati. Like, for Cincinnati fans, like, you could pay rent a couple months in Cincinnati to buy one Super Bowl ticket. Like, it's ridiculous. There's definitely going to be a lot of Bengals fans who have waited for this to happen, who are going to be there. But, I don't know. I don't think there's going to be any Rams fans because, like, you've seen their stadiums at home games. There's more of the opposing team there than actual Rams fans. Like, there were more 49ers fans at that playoff game, at that championship game, than there were Rams fans. Now, granted, that could just be the 49ers because, like, there were almost as many at their Cowboys game, but it's gonna... It's going to be interesting. Like, also another thing, the Bengal pep rallies before, like, the Super Bowl, the hype, all that, there were more Bengals fans. There was half of Paul Brown was filled up for the Bengals, and the Rams only filled enough to fill up half of a high school stadium, which is really depressing. Maybe even just a high school stadium. I don't remember. It's one too. That's just depressing. But, I don't know. We'll see. Casually checks notes. Oh, yeah, will Gronk go to Cincinnati? I feel like if he doesn't end up retiring or going on to do something else, or becoming an announcer, I don't know. I feel like he'd be an okay announcer. Who knows? He'd be the crazy one. But, I think there's definitely a good chance of him going to Cincinnati. But, again, we've got Uzama and Sample, who are pretty good. I feel like we definitely pass to Gronk at times. We use him a lot in the block. Sorry. Use him a lot in the blocking game. Because, like, that's one thing he's really good at. Just think about on the Bucks. A lot of those lanes for Leonard Fournette, they were opened up because Gronk just shoved the defensive lineman to the ground, which is not something you're used to seeing tight ends do. Like, yes, tight ends, they're big and strong, but you don't see them literally shoving 300 pounds. I don't even think you can play NFL if you're 300 pounds. I don't know. But still, shoving those guys to the ground with ease. I feel like The odds of him coming are definitely low, just judging off of, um, the tight ends we have now. And plus, he said when he joined the Bucs, he wouldn't play for any quarterback except for Tom Brady. And look at this, he's thinking about trying to go to Cincinnati, but who knows? It's Rob Gronkowski. Nobody knows what he's gonna do. This is the guy who literally retired and then unretired. But the only reason he retired for that amount of time was because he did insane stuff, but also because they were thinking about trading him to the Detroit Lions. Like, I can see why. No one can predict. He literally had a WWE career. Now, it wasn't really a career. He made like 3 appearances, won 24/7 belt, and then I don't know. It was weird. And then he was gone. But no one can predict this. I don't know. I don't think anybody knows what's going to happen with Gronk. Just in the world, not just him or because of media. Like, nobody in the world can see what he's doing. Will Jamar Chase win Rookie of the Year? I think he's got a pretty good chance. Micah Parsons and Kyle Pitts did okay. Kyle Pitts had so many. He had a lot of receiving yards, but especially for a tight end in his rookie season, which is crazy. But he had 1 touchdown. 1. And it was in England. It wasn't in the US, so he currently has 0 touchdowns in America. But I think that's the only reason I don't think Kyle could win, because he just did. Granted, he's stuck with the Falcons. But, yeah, he's definitely close. Micah Parsons, I think it's going to be a close one just because of he's fast, he's big. He can get to the quarterback, get interceptions. Heck, I don't know what he could do. I think Micah Parsons coming up in the next 3, 4, maybe even 2 years, he could be the next Aaron Donald. Just obliterating O-lines and getting sacks and interceptions and fumbles. Stopping runners. Well, he's already stopping runners, so like... yeah. But Jamar Chase, he has had obviously, everyone who knows a little bit about football, he has had an insane season. Over 1,000 yards. He actually broke the rookie record for most receiving yards in the rookie season, which is crazy. He's also, if you look at some of his plays, he is insanely good at blocking. Like, there's one play, Tyler Boyd was just running, and it didn't look like he was going to have a chance. Usually when you put up a wide receiver against a cornerback there, you know who's going to win that fight. But he just laid him out and let Boyd get the touchdown. Like, he's also made some insane catch. The first 2 catches I think back to are his catch in the Steelers game, in the first Steelers game of the season. He literally just reached out 2 hands so far in front of him and still caught it without falling, keeping control. Like, the ball just went right into his hands. Now, granted, that does definitely have some to do with Burrow's aiming, but still, it's hard to do what he did this season. Another play I think of is the Bears game. He just caught the ball like this, and he just juked out 2. It was down by the end zone, but they weren't in yet. He just juked out 2 cornerbacks and just trotted in. No chance of them getting him. Like, he's put up an amazing season. I don't think there's any competition for rating Rookie of the Year. Yeah, some people are saying Mac Jones, but like, you could have put Zach Wilson or Trevor Lawrence in that situation, and they would have still done as good as he did. Like, yes, he's okay. He's not horrible, but he's not amazing. He literally had a game where he only passed the ball 3 times and completed one of those passes, and then they just handed it off to the running back the rest of the game. And I don't know. Granted, all those people saying that could be Patriots fans, but I don't think he stands up to what Chase did this season. Yeah, Chase is probably going to win that, hopefully. Will Burrow win Comeback Player of the Year? I don't know. It's gonna be between him and Dak, really. Like that's all. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry being back, but also, crap. Who's the guy the Broncos drafted? Dang it. Patrick Surtain. He had a great rookie season. A lot of the interceptions and tackles he was able to make, all those were insane. He's probably he's probably the third place guy. But still, Jamar, he takes that. But about Burrow winning comeback player of the year, I think he's definitely a good chance. Like, obviously, they vote all this before the playoffs, which I honestly think is really stupid. If you're, yes, sure, off the regular season, but, like, this is just for explanation. If you win MVP, but your team doesn't even make the playoffs, like, do you really deserve MVP? Like, it doesn't make sense. But what I'm about to say doesn't go into the account, but Burrow winning comeback player of the year would make so much sense because he didn't break it, he tore ACL? I don't know, he tore something. You think I know this, but he tore something and just was out for 6 games? Yeah, last 6 games of the season. And he's, like, if you come back to a team that went 4-11-1 after tearing your ACL or whatever it was, and then you can just take them to a Super Bowl, like, that is just something in and of itself. But the fact that he did that in only his second year, like, he's only played a season and a half, and he still was just putting up dominating numbers. I think he finished 5th or 4th in the league for pass yards and touchdowns. Like, now it could very well go to Dak Prescott because of what happened to his leg, but I don't think he should get it. He definitely what he did this season, taking the Cowboys to, I think it was 11-6. 11-6 or 12-5. Cowboy fans are going to yell at me because they're Cowboy fans and they like to yell. But what he was able to do was really good. But he also had, I think if you're just looking at this from an NFL fan's perspective, he definitely had more of a team around him. Like, everyone was thinking Chase was going to be a bust, and they wouldn't have an O-line, and all this, and Mixon's probably going to get hurt again, all this stuff. And Burrow isn't that good, but obviously they all proved that wrong. But he had, like, I think the most paid, or close to the most paid running back in the league, Ezekiel Elliott, and their backup running back, Tony Pollard, who are beasts. He had CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, who has been one of the best in the league for years. CeeDee Lamb, his O-line's pretty good. Oh, when it decides to be. And obviously their defense, destroying people, stopping. Now it's annoying me. Who their third... Okay, hold on. Pause that. I'm gonna look this up. Cowboys wide receivers. I feel like I should know this. It's CeeDee Lamb, Mike Parsons. Not Mike Parsons. What am I saying? Amari Cooper. Jeez, I don't know. Hold on. Who is it? Michael Gallup. That's who it is. Yeah, Michael Gallup. Again, 3 beasts. He definitely had people there to help him have the season he did. But I just think Burrow definitely deserves it, taking the Super Bowl, but it's not going to happen because for some reason they don't count playoffs in the Super Bowl, which is kind of stupid. But we'll see. Well, we really will see. Zach Taylor. Now, also, Burrow, I think we all know it's going to be, Brady or Rodgers or possibly Cooper Kupp, who could win MVP. But Burrow is definitely close in that list. I don't think he will. He probably won't, just because of what the voting's like and just how people look at what deserves MVP. But he's definitely like a close third or fourth. But Zach Taylor winning Coach of the Year, I think he definitely deserves it. Again, going from 2-14 to 4-11-1 to 10-7 in the Super Bowl. Again, they still don't count that. I know I keep ranting about that, but it's a stupid idea. Okay, get your thoughts together. Okay. He definitely is up there. He's got a good chance, but there's also people like not Dan Campbell because Lions coach, but people like Titans coach, whose name I'm forgetting, Sean McVay. Oh, Mike Vrabel, that's who it is. That's Titan coach, Mike. Rich Bisaccio. Yeah, he only kind of did he started 4 games in the season because of John Gruden being John Gruden. I don't know, but he was able to, with all the crap that happened to that team, and that he was able to get them into the playoffs. He's definitely up there for Coach of the Year, I'd say. Also, Packers coach Matt LaFleur, he did an insane job. Packers are probably going to chaos this next year just because of cap space, free agency, all that. So, and Rodgers possibly leaving, but yeah, who else? Was there other people? Wow. Is there really anyone else who would be up there for Coach of the Year? I don't know. Awkward silence. But Zach Taylor, he's definitely got the odds too. He definitely didn't make... There were a lot of interesting play choices he made throughout the season, which is, I'd say, one of the main reasons he lost to the 49ers, just bad play calls. But he made a lot of good ones too, like the end of that Chiefs game in the regular season. All was going for it on fourth down. So those were smart plays. And drowning out the crop. Ooh, I haven't talked for this long in a long time. But drowning out the clock in those last minutes. Again, smart plays. He's got a chance. Bruce Arians, he's... We'll see. I've gone through my topics. Let me think. Could just talk about the NFL in general. Sure, let's do that. Oh, yeah, Washington Commanders, aka the Washington Commies. That's interesting name choice. Just tack that onto the list of things the Washington has botched. Like, what was going through their mind? The Commanders. I feel bad for people who are fans of them, which I kind of am. No, I don't know. Not really. I don't. I think Commanders. Even the jerseys they made, they look insanely good, except for the giant W on the chest here. They look good except for the giant W here and on the helmet. Like, maybe put it on the side, not... Nah, it's ugly. Again, this is all my opinion. Who knows? Yeah. I don't know. Aaron Rodgers. Nobody really knows what's going to happen with him. He could go to Denver. He could go to Tennessee. Who knows? Maybe he goes. Maybe now that Brady's retired or unretired. I don't know. But he could go. If he goes to the Buccaneers, he could take them to a Super Bowl. That depends on if Chris Godwin stays, but they could. Aaron Rodgers is an interesting fella. If he stays in Green Bay, I don't know. Him and Devontae Adams are probably going to go to the same team. I don't know. If they go to Denver, I'd say Denver could be an insanely good spot for them. Like, they've got Jerry Jeudy, Noah Fant, Melvin Gordon. Again, crap. Jeez, I gotta stop doing that. Patrick Surtain. And they signed someone from Packers. I think it was their OC, their offense coach. I don't remember, but they signed him as their head coach. Like, Broncos they're definitely a playoff contender next year if that's where it goes. But if they stay, there still could be a lot of people leaving Green Bay. But But then again, if Rodgers and Adams stay, it could make a lot of other people stay and give that Super Bowl one more shot. Yeah, no, I don't know. Oh, yeah. The Texans got a new head coach. Head coach. Oh, I know who he is, but my brain just blanked. Oh, right, it's Lovie Smith. That's right. Lovie Smith could help save that team as long as they don't botch the Deshaun Watson trade. Who knows if Deshaun Watson even stays in the NFL after this offseason? I don't know. But the fact that they fired David Coley is it's interesting just because he got 4 more wins than everyone expected to, which again, if you've been paying attention, they went 4-13 this year, which is 4 more wins than anyone expected them to get. But David Coley did pretty good, and they look like they have a bright future, again, just as long as they don't botch that Deshaun Watson trade. If they can get something good from that trade and are smart with their draft picks, they are probably set to be back in the playoffs in the next couple of years. I mean, hey, look at what the Bengals did. If they can make it to the playoffs after that season, who knows? Now, who knows? No, they could be the next playoff team. Jaguars, we don't talk about them. They're evil. Just no. Okay. I know this stream is that sounded like not what I was trying to say. Who knows? I know the stream is supposed to be talking about the Bengals, but got through my topics really quick. Now Carson Wentz, he's the Colts quarterback right now, if you didn't know, and he could be worth trading because he definitely played a part into that Jaguars loss in the end of the season. That was just sad. They look like straight shot to the playoffs. They're getting in, and then just choke hard against the Jaguars. How do you choke against the Jaguars? When do you go into emergency mode? You need this win for the playoffs, and you still don't put a couple of your starting O-linemen in? Come on. Carson Wentz, I think it'd be worth trading him away just because he cost them a lot of games, like their 49ers game during the season. He threw 2 picks. Technically, on the stats are considered fumbles, but they're just shuffle passes that get considered as fumbles. But they were picks. So, now that I think about it, Rodgers and Devontae going there could be another Super Bowl ready team, just judging off of the fact that they've got all the weapons, the great O-line, good defense already there. Jonathan Taylor at running back. Yeah, Carson Wentz in Green Bay. Ugh, that's scary. That probably wouldn't end well. Carson Wentz might stay. I don't know. It's looking like, from what I've read, that he's might get traded, but we'll see. We can't say what's going to happen about anything because we are the Pirates who don't do anything. No. Oh, I'm old. Because we don't know. We really don't know. We're just fans looking in, seeing what's going to happen. But I think this is skipping back, going back to the Bengals. We need to draft an O line with our picks. Like somehow we were able to slow the Chiefs down, not only to 2 sacks. Was it even 2? It might have been 1. I don't remember. But still, only to that tiny amount of sacks. Like that was insane. The O line brought their A game, but I think we definitely need to draft 1 or 2 rookies just to help beef up that O line. Because they, again, going back to the Titans game, if we don't do anything about that O line, Burrow is going to be dead. He will not last that long. I don't know. We'll have to see what Super Bowl is going to be insane. Got a great halftime show. The commercials look like going to be good. The game is going to be insane. Like obviously 2 of the best teams in the NFL seeing that there in the Super Bowl, but 2 high-powered offenses and defenses going at it. But this is something I've thought of. Don't censor or just let all the curse words out during the halftime show and just stun parents around the world. I think it'd be hilarious. But yeah, that's probably all I got today. I don't know what to say anymore. For the 2 or 3 viewers who've had it throughout this, thanks. Surprised anyone came. But I think that's all I'm doing today. So, thanks for showing up. Thanks for listening to me ramble.